One.
Good afternoon and welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to be discussing what it was like getting to nationals, the platforms and everything with the Miss Full Figure USA Queens of Current Court. We have Sharmika, Gabriella, and Ebony. Ladies, come and join me. To discuss with them their journey to the crown, what they've been doing about their platforms, and how they're going to continue once their reign ends, because the nationals is coming up for the Queens from this Full Figure USA. And you guys, we have a special guest, the CEO. Woo! Miss Full Figure USA. I'm going to talk to the queens first. You ladies ready? All right, please be seated so we can get started. I am your host, Monica, the Curvy Diva, and we are coming to you today from the DMV with this, what do we call it? The Queen Suite! All of these ladies competed in the Miss Full Figure DMV pageant and then went on to win the national crown. They brought it back. And let me tell you, the last time I talked to you ladies, I was listening to it this morning, and I did not know, we manifested this. We did. I was like, oh my God. I said, these ladies are about to go to nationals, and they're going to bring back all the crowns. And that they did. So let's get started the journey, because y'all were getting ready for it. Y'all were talking about your speeches, the fashion. I remember Ebony saying like she had 2 or 3 dresses, or like you were concerned about the speech, you were talking about the platform. It's a whole lot. So let's talk about getting ready with the fashion. And I mean, I'm not going to come to you first because Gabby, the fashion. What happened? Where were you?
I started early with my fashion, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be. When I went to my designer, I was like, this is good, but it's not me. And then I went to another designer to see if I could get it changed. And she was just telling me a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and I was feeling really discouraged. I remember I was with Evan that day, and we were coming over to shop this fish fry fundraiser or something. And I was like, listen, I love y'all, but I gotta go. Like, the fashion was so important, right? So important, like, I couldn't get it off my mind. My paper wasn't exactly, it was, bulky. And for me, I'm a big fan of everything fitting, right? That's how I was raised. Everything just sort of looking like it was made to me. I said, I gotta go. So Evan's like, I mean, you're gonna leave me? I said, I gotta go. I got out of her car, I went straight to my tailor in Georgetown, and she knew exactly what to fix. She said, oh, we're gonna cut this, we're gonna make this right here, and it was exactly what
Was it your day wear, your evening
wear?
wear?
It was my day wear.
Oh my God.
And that sets the tone. Day wear is important, and for all of these queens going to nationals, do not sleep on day wear. Just because it is not as much points as evening wear, it sets the tone. Do not sleep on your day wear.
And a good tailor.
And a good tailor.
Like, it's important.
It's very important.
But these are no just like any plus.
For a good tailor will make the clothes look like they fit for you.
Okay.
And then even to my evening wear, like it was design-wise exactly what I wanted it to be. But I said it needs to be bigger. It's a pattern, right? When we follow the Texas rule, right? The Texas rule of bigger is better. Ripping body and exactly, right? So I just needed it bigger, so I had her make me a custom underskirt, a custom petticoat, and then I said it needs to be bigger, so I bought an extra one. But then it was too long, so I went to my tailor and she charged me way too much money. And I got it tailored in the front, and then the back was so long. I said, let's leave that, let's let it, right to the back. Like a little train, and it was exactly what I needed it to be. And when I saw the videos, I said, that's that.
It was the drama you did.
It was a little bit strong.
It was a little bit drama.
So that was my drama. I probably have the least fashion drama out of the three of them, so I'll let
But she was calm, but I always said something.
So what fashion sense did you go through?
I think I went through the most dramatic fashion.
Oh my
because
God.
Everything shifted for me. So
Really?
I had a vision. I had certain ways of how I wanted things. I did it before the first, pageant. I had everything I had set. This time it was a little different. I'm gonna just say, basically my stylist, we kind of thought of different ways. I wanted it this way. He probably was looking at it another way.
Right.
But and so from there, there was some things that were knots that I did have. But when it came to the gown, I just was like not certain I really wanted that particular gown at that time.
Right.
I wanted it for a reason. I wanted it because of my aunt. My aunt is the one who named me. That's my cousin's mom. And for her favorite color was metallic gold. So I really was stuck on it. And I was just like, if she was here, I would want to do that for her. She didn't want to hit, and I'm so serious about that. And so when we always had group chats, and it always started like that. We always would FaceTime each other all the time. And so from there, when it was time to show my dress, I just kind of showed it, and it was just like, and I got off the phone. I didn't
like her face.
And when she and I tried to get off because I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming for me. Like I was gonna get a call back, or I was gonna, So, but it did. It was. I really wasn't, that satisfied.
Right.
But it just that phone call came back.
I can see in your face the
straws. I was not happy. I don't want to say it like that because I really had some good stuff, and I had some good stuff come out of it. So I don't want to say it like that. Like it was just.
But I can see your frustration. Leading up to it, your face, you're like reliving.
Yeah.
So no one remember that.
And so for me, it was just, the phone call came and Miss Lorraine even called me, the dear baby heart. Are you okay? Did she didn't call that? I'm like, well, and then they already did call me to tell me, and she was like, was I okay? Because she knew, all of them knew how, I was just really stuck on this particular trip. But my girl Ebony saved the day. She saved the day. She said, I don't know, she got some good pool out here, okay? And I can just say, and I can't really say that, Ebony, thank you so much. Really, thank you. Thank you so much. And the thing was how gentle they were when they showed it to me.
Yeah.
And at night when I got there, they was like, hurry up and get here, they called me all the time.
Friday night.
And I got it Friday night, please come straight up, after the preliminaries, come straight up. Preliminaries, and there was a situation here. It was just like, it just wasn't working for me. It was, so I ran upstairs, and when I ran upstairs to try to dress for her, she broke down. Broke down. You would thought something happened. And then she started right there. And it was just like everybody was upstairs at the time, and it was just like, and I walked down the hall as if it was my wedding. It was a big, first of all, red is my favorite color. Red is my favorite color.
Like, Women's History Month, red is like the color. So you really like fierce woman.
And when I tried the dress on, she had the person to bring the dress to the girl, and just everything. And so when I tried the dress on, they put it everywhere. It was just like, I felt like Brady. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like that for a minute, for a second, and it just kind of did. And it was like, just walk down the hall, and I just walked down the hall, and they just was
But you know what? I was like I said, I was listening this morning. One of the things I said to you was that you were silent and fierce, and that's what it sounded like happened at that moment. You were like the silent storm of the crew, like you yeah, it's right. It's like they have a big boat, and you're just like, yeah, but I got this. And it sounds like that's what happened in that moment. Like everybody was worried, everybody was like, oh my gosh, it was like a gas.
Yeah, and we knew what the gold dress meant to her, so we did want to take that away. Here's another option for you. I always want to be your best on that stage. Like we sat there and walked in that hallway to make sure she can move that train around. We want to make sure she was.
I love
and we go nothing up to her.
Yeah.
I just want to give her another option.
Now, before I get to talk about the mom, we see it right here. We talked about you having multiple dresses, multiple outfits. Man, how did you choose?
Use my words loud. I bought a custom one, it was $700.
And then- Look, you guys don't know that there are queens in the room like, I don't know what it
It didn't feel right. And then I went on to this website and I bought another one, but I didn't like the way it said in my midsection. So then I went on there very last minute against Lorraine. She's like, I don't want you to wear a ball gown. You need to show your shape. And I had lost 10 pounds before pageant, just stress alone. But that ball gown was it. Lorraine changed her whole perspective on me. I don't think you trust her, but I will do it anyway.
It sounds like each of you knew your spirit with your wardrobe. It was like, I know it's not right. I have a mission. I'm coming home with the crowd.
Yeah.
You guys, right now, I'm looking on the floor, I don't know whether I'm over there on the creek practice. And you guys all had a mission to come home individually with the crowd and together as a sisterhood. Yes. The last one I was saying, but I didn't say it sets the tone, bro.
Daywear was on a whole nother level. Oh, really? So when you think about daywear, you have to look at, that's high fashion. You gotta take yourself almost to Paris with them, like you're someplace else. And so when I first put it on, I was not there. I was like, okay, I'm looking like a church choir. But it was so beautiful and beautifully made. It was just like, there was no way I could just get away from this. But when I put it on, once again, they were on the video. And we were trying on stuff at her house. And I was like, I didn't take no for X. I said, you're gonna have to find me something. She said, I'm about to go outside. No, you're gonna have to find me something. How far are you? I'll come to you. She said, well, Miss, I said, I'm 10 minutes away. My job is right up the street. This is y'all. This is y'all. I went to her. We had the same time. So I went to her. They already had this. So I went to her and she had about 3 dresses. I put the first one on now. Second one, but when I put that last one on the third one, everything. She almost dropped the phone again. Like, that's it. But and her girlfriend that was there too. She was just like, they're not gonna be ready for this. Are you ready for it? You're gonna have to really carry this dress. So we walked several times in the room and everything else. And I had so much backlash when it came to that. You know, as far as everyone wanted me to belly, they wanted me to bring it.
No, ma'am, we don't do
belly. They wanted me to do that. And it was just like, no. And when I bought that dress, I'm serious. I watched one of the judges, you know, you try to keep the straight face. But I watched one of those judges like, you know, you step down and they were just like,
in the
moment. It's like, oh my God, okay, but I'm gonna keep it, you know. And it was awesome. I'm so glad I went and dressed. That dress was everything.
I love it. Well, ladies, what we see up here is a sisterhood. How you all encourage each other, help each other with the fashion, but I'm pretty sure you all help each other emotionally. Because being in a pageant, it's so many emotions come over you. And they do, and you build a bond and you build a sisterhood.
We made it a party.
You made it a power, and you all support each other. So that's
Right. That's what's up.
And like I said, you can see this bond up here, which you all are close on and off the stage.
So let's talk about that.
I think.
Let's keep our focus on.
Remember when I mentioned we used to like this all, right? I think the whole goal sometimes is people do not want the connection. They don't want certain things, and that's what happened with us in some ways. You know, Lorraine, of course, she always wanted us all to come together. You always wanted that love. That's what it's supposed to be about. But truly, people don't want that sometimes. So they wanted division sometimes when it came to that. And when I kind of put something out there to them, I was like, look, I'm feeling some type of way.
Come on.
When we got on the phone, I'm feeling some type of way. As soon as I said that to them, they immediately gave me, we put something together, we got on the group chat, what's going on? And I just broke down everything to them, because I was like, I'm feeling some type of way, if we're gonna kind of do this journey, you know, I don't wanna feel like this, and they was like, no, and then, see, sometimes when you have people kind of put things in your head, you ridiculous.
Yeah, come on now.
And I like how she stepped in and said, her and Effie, oh no, let's talk about this. What's the problem? Let's talk about this. Let's figure this out.
Because
And that's
sisters
her
talk.
Yes, they do.
And sometimes sisters have different
And you have different personalities. And you so much set in your ways. That sometimes you don't understand how to mesh that together. So knowing that you were able to come to them and say, look, this is what I'm feeling, and they both came and said, no, let's sit down and have a conversation. I think that showed mistakes, because what that's telling me is the judges not only saw 3 individual women,
Yeah.
but they saw a sisterhood.
Because if anybody has been in a pageant or in a group of sisters, it is very hard, especially when you're adults, to come together. And they always put black women against each other. And now we're seeing 3 black women of all shades and sizes, because y'all are all shades and different sizes, right?
And we've been doing this for
And
2 years.
y'all are doing it. And I can see that even after this is going, and it doesn't stop. Because unfortunately, this rain will soon come to an end, but not the bond of water. On this journey.
And I even said to them again yesterday.
We're still gonna be friends. We still want to So, you know, we're not going anywhere. But let's also talk about it. There's more than just fashion that comes with pageants, right? And there were speeches, there were questions. And yeah, I remember we were talking, we were not ready for that speech.
Was nowhere near.
Nowhere near ready for that speech. Or we last long. So talk to me how you got there.
I always wanted, when I get on stage, it's what I'm feeling in that moment. I've always been like that. I grew up on stage, right?
Right.
And what I feel last week or last month is not what I can say that day.
Right.
And they will tell you, you know, I had something written out, but I was revising that thing into that. Like, until the moment I went out on stage, I said, what does the Lord want me to say?
I love it.
On this day.
Discernment.
That God wants me to say to them and to myself.
Yes.
And I am enough, which is my platform, because it means
Yes.
so much to me, and it's meant different things to me at different points in this journey, because I've now been on this journey for 2 years and some change. And at every moment, it's meant something different. And at that moment, I just need to tell all those beautiful brown women in that room that no matter how you came up, no matter who told you you couldn't do something because of your size or your color or whatever, that you are enough just because you woke up today. And so that is what I want. That is what I want. And I don't know the whole speech by heart, because I don't.
Never did.
All I remember is my first line where I said, I speak for the younger who couldn't wear the clothes that her friends wore because they didn't make them in her size.
That part.
And as a plus size woman, I know what that's like. Because I grew up with a petite sister,
Right.
okay,
Right.
who could wear so much. And it was like,
They don't have
everything ain't for everybody. They don't have it for you.
You know,
You don't have even that. My mother tried to dress us like twins, it wasn't working out.
Right.
You gotta go to a different section of the store. So.
Man. So, yes.
I took that with me and I carried that, and I just wanted to tell people my story, and let them know that I'm here on this stage, wherever you're trying to get in life, you can be here just because you are still on this.
I love it. I'm genuinely, it's funny because I told you something. When you talked about us, I told you about your chocolate and your solar plexus. Your solar plexus and your You worked out.
It was quiet, it was silent, she was in her own thoughts, and she was just reviving that right, with her, they were,
I said, Mr.
But that is letting me know that you have discernment in the spirit, in your mind, on what your faith is. Right. To say what needed to be said that day, in that moment, to deliver that message. That your platform is depression. And through this pandemic, life has changed for so many people. It's still, currently still changing for so many people. My life has changed in these years. Depression is something that so many people have dealt with. Mental health is in the forefront. And mainly because we have all dealt with COVID. You ladies became queens through that COVID pandemic. Things had to switch up for how the whole thing we had to get that crown regionally and then go get the crown nationally. You all had to walk through that. You did a walk. You talk about your depression. What is that like for you now? How you're going to continue?
well, this year I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm not gonna do the walk. I'm gonna do like a gap. I'm gonna do a paint of something, because paint is full of color. So I'm gonna do something like that. I'm myself dealing with something right now. And honestly, it took a close friend and be like, you need to practice what you preach. Because I'm really good at giving advice. In my
We don't walk the walk.
Right, in my own crowd, I can give you the best advice, but I don't give it to myself even now, even today. But I have to get out of that. And I have my sisters, I have you, I have people I can go to in the midst of what I'm going through now. So I'm trying to learn to practice what I'm preaching. I'm learning to reach out for help instead of just sitting in it. Because like my platform says, there's so many of us that try to fight it silently. So I sat in my house for 5 days, and I can do this, and I'm trying to gas myself up, but I couldn't do it anymore. I needed someone to give me the advice that I give so many, because I pour so much into so many people. I only have a few people that can pour into me. But I think now people are talking about it. Sadly, though, there's still people that's battling. We're still losing a lot of people from depression and anxiety. Even this year, people still taking their lives because they don't have someone they can go to express it or find paths that they can take to get out of that. It's not easy to get out of. Sometimes it takes patience, it takes time. But right now, I'm trying to be a teacher to myself, so I can continue to be teachers to others and let them know. As I tell myself this, you don't have to go through this alone. There's some things that you can do to people that really genuinely want to do better. And even today, you have to look in my corner, and I appreciate you.
And that's a powerful message as we come to like on the end of suicide. I think what you just said about people not knowing who they can go to, but also trying to find out one or even a second person, but also just having that one person that you can talk to. That's a powerful message. And I'm so happy that you're gonna continue that even after your reign. That's beautiful. I love it. So, I know we don't ladies, I know we have you about this, but it doesn't matter. PUD has been very supportive of Miss Wilkins. But you all have been so active in the community. So let's talk about how PUD is doing.
Can I just say this first? First of all, and here you guys saying it almost my tears in my eyes because this was something that we really dreamed about. We were little kids. We were into maybe ago, before the pandemic, we sat, and it was like, should we do a podcast, should we do this, should we do that? People gravitate to us and, you know, our relationship and things of that nature, and how we love each other so much. I mean, sometimes it's hard with family and even friends to love each other, you know, but to be so supportive with each other, and it's just like, to hear you guys now saying, it's manifested, it was like, it's here. It's here, it's here, so it just makes me feel good about that. But, of course, we're definitely out here, and I'm so happy about that, I'm so happy. But of course, our friendship really was something that we wanted to take it to the next level. And it meant so much, you know, to everyone. We started out as a book club. We used to be at the library, the local library, Lordly Heights, Northern Library. We started out there, and it was with family and stuff like that. And our conversations, we got into the books, and with the conversations when they were just so intense, and it was just like, oh goodness, we need to do something else with this. And people will always say that. We're like, what you guys want us to do? And they always wanted to meet up. So when is the next event? What are we going to do next? And what are we going to do next? So, okay, then we just like, okay, we came back, and it was just like, we got to do something else. Then from there,
We just found things that we were just going amongst each other, that we found that the world would be able to eat.
Now, for those who don't know what PLUS stands for, can one of you let them know?
What stands for promoting unviews marriage.
I love it.
We came up with that, those words because we took the word unviewing, it means unwavering. And no matter what we go through, individually or together, neither one of us will let each other fall. So it was just perfect for us. And we love to promote, manage, cheer. You know me, I am a cheerleader. I will promote. So promoting unveiling direction is like unwavering the ways of life. We're going to take this journey no matter where it takes us, who's on it with us, where we want to go without falling. We're going to push, but it's hard. And just the impact of in the community is very, very important to us. So I know we always fall back on our relationship and things like that, but that relationship, we grew up in the heart of the city. DMV, I always got to get it out of the mood. So it's important to me as I go up, as I promote, as I uplift myself, as well as my cousin, swing from the back on all the people, that I give back to my community and they know good in that way too. Not just, oh, they love each other, but we really do the work. We have the passion behind it, and we're here for it.
You will get back tremendously this year with the scholarship and the school for your DMV pageant. And I'm glad you all have a platform that you're able to give back through. And this, like I said, it shows another level of sisterhood because your cousins are your first sisters if you don't have one. Your cousins are your first sisters. And then as you go through life, you build with other women. So I love this, and I'm so thankful that you all were able to bring this, and that Ebony was able to bring her platform, Gabby was able to bring her platform, and that it's all connected. Yes, it's very connected, and together we do it then. Yes. I love it, yes, this is so beautiful. Well, thank you so much, President, for joining us. But,
All right,
we now have to talk about the moment they got the crown. So before we even get to that, I have to welcome the CEO
yeah.
of this full figure USA, Mr.
That's
Ladies and so, as you call it, the Queen Suite.
Yeah.
Before I get to that, what it was like, right? You saw these women backstage, you saw these women regionally,
Okay.
and you go to all the regionals.
Yes, I do.
asked, you know, anything that they want.
Okay. Because, everybody to me, that year was on the same level, like,
Yeah.
everybody was really coming for the crown and to be a part of it. The Sisterhood is still in there, but right now, who's gonna win the crown?
Right.
And I can honestly say, it was anybody's game. Sometimes everything out of game. Sometimes you can pinpoint, like, I think that one guy and that one guy.
Sometimes you can tell.
And however, I would say
That's happening today.
they all gave their best foot forward and the outcome was beautiful.
My work is trust.
Okay, so ladies, each time you all heard each other's name.
Oh my God.
Starting off with
On y'all face.
And now I look back at the TV, I never really see it, but it's just like, it was just that roller coaster. And then just hearing your voice for 2 times, but just hearing, and she's just opening up the envelope, I'm saying, women. You know, just like a position. Right. And then I really glad that she just started calling and just calling, I'm just in my head, like, oh, I might have a chance, you know, just and she said, Sharmika. And
She had a very dramatic voice. She does not ever host any of the pageants. That voice is just like,
I wanna hear her.
I was so great at that. Speaking I could do.
She had radio voice.
yes, radio voice all the way.
And so when she said Sharmika Miller, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. And I just got up and started walking. I stood there for a minute because I was just saying,
She did.
I was waiting for it. But I never really and everybody just jumped. I could see everybody and for a moment. You just had it all. And I just got
I was on the stage.
towards the stage, and it was an awesome feeling. It was an awesome feeling. And I don't feel like, you know, regardless of what happened with the dress and all that type of stuff, I worked hard.
Yes, she did.
I worked.
Yes,
You know, I questioned so many times, but then I know I worked hard and I deserve it.
You deserve
Yes, you
it.
do.
So who's named that callbacks?
Gabby.
You want to know, what's your ball?
It was.
Literally.
So y'all was.
Y'all know it's her house.
So yes, so. What was it like? You heard your sister's name.
It was
I
really
was so
good.
busy, cheering for her that I forgot to be nervous for myself. I was jumping, but up until it was time to call the plus winner, I was nervous. You know, because I had seen the scores for day wear, and I thought that I might have a chance. You don't see the scores for evening gown, but I thought that I might have a chance. But I know that there are people that have been in that situation before where they thought that they were going to win and then they didn't. So I was prepared for anything. They called second runner-up, I didn't hear my name. They called first runner-up, I didn't hear my name. I was like, well, they got placed. They had to be confident. You had the confidence, right? And I am. And I was looking at my predecessor, Janae Stewart, Miss Full Figure DMV 2019, Miss Full Figure USA, first runner-up 2020. And she just kept telling me to focus and gather. She was speaking to me, I said, you know.
No, wait a minute, before you start, y'all think that Sisterhood came from?
Right.
Yes.
Listening.
Yeah.
Is key.
She was standing, she was waiting for my name to be called. And she said, focus and gather. And I kept looking at her and she could feel my nerves. And she said, gather. And I did. And I was so busy cheering for her that I forgot to be nervous. And she said, and your plus winner, Miss Full Figure USA Plus is Gabriella Parker. Everybody went off. And I went up there and it felt like the culmination of everything that I had been working for.
Yes.
Ebony.
Now, you let her icing on it.
Icing on it.
Right.
That was good. I love my.
You have heard two of your sisters. Right. And that was your turn.
I didn't
She
know
did.
that.
She did. I
She had it, you're right.
I have known Ebony.
She already said my name before she even had a chance.
Ma'am,
did. I said,
I was not an extra, but this is how you can tell me do. I've known this person since 2015. Talking about, I don't already bought my crown box.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. This was her manifestation. I bought a crown box.
No, hearing my name, I've been hearing their name, it really was the icing on the cake, like, we really did.
Yeah, we did.
Said we were going to do. We walked up in here.
Okay.
And
And
I,
look at Teresa almost in tears again, and she's reliving the moment.
because we're never living the moment, because Gabby had just got off. And I met her, and I met her, and I was going to the stage, and we had a moment. It took me a minute to get on that stage because I was so proud of her. I was so proud of you, but I couldn't get to you. Her come off that stage and then me going up and getting that crown to just put it
Seal the
on
deal.
there.
Seal the deal.
Just, it was an experience and a moment I'll never forget. To do it with them, like we look at our pictures from DMV, then we see our pictures that you.
Yeah.
This crown means so much more because I get to share it.
awesome.
How does that make you feel? You created this. You created But you created this mystical figure brand so long ago. And to see it live to now.
34 years.
34 years. And to think about the years, 34 years of creating this type of law, this type of sisterhood. And every year I am at this Full Figure DMV and I see the queens from other states come and support. And I'm sure that goes on in every state because I know friends Elizabeth Green, and who's the director of Miss Full Figure DMV, and she goes and she takes her queens and they go and they support. What does that feel like for you to see that? Think about the magnitude of what you're doing.
All right. First of all, to get along with, I don't have any sisters. So for me to get along with women was a challenge for myself. I wasn't the prettiest kid in school.
Oh, honey, I can't believe that this beauty kid.
No. I wasn't. I was smart. I was very smart. I saw a vision in myself, but others saw a vision in me that I didn't see. So they said that. I mean, I didn't have the prettiest, the cutest boyfriend. And, I lived in a home with a mother and a father. My father and mother were my dad and home with Jackie. It was founded in Newark, New Jersey. And when I see what it could have become, I held back and stopped a little bit because some women want to take charge and feel that if it wasn't for you, then if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have this or that. Let me clear something. Come on this thing.
Great.
I'm
Speak
55 years old. 1967, Jackie's 60 years old. 1962. This thought manifested long before any of this madness was going on with these fake pageants that are coming out, taking people's money.
Go
You
ahead.
meet them one day, you got a crown the next day,
And that's it.
and there's no sister. There's no bond. there's nothing to call friendships. To this day, a lot of the women that have become directors, sisters, contestants, winners, everybody's a winner. They have friendships. They pick up the phone call, they got godsons and goddaughters, and they go to weddings and whatever else y'all got going on, baby showers, there's a lot that goes on. So when I see where we started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now the whole team's here. So I started it off in Oklahoma, because my mom moved out. Mommy moved to Oklahoma, far from the city, okay? Then we did Big Girl Showdown, Oklahoma, moving forward. Then we did Miss 450 New York, moving forward. I said, I don't do this. Then Peacock Productions, now Peacock is big now. They followed us and wanted us to do a reality TV show. I had twins, Shakira and Tahira. They were one character. I had Shanae Bowles. She was another character. I had Liz Record, Irish, beautiful, Italian, beautiful. She was another character. I think that was just three of them, right? There was just three, I don't know, 3 or 4 characters that you had to build to have a character, a storyline. But what they wanted us to do was to, and at the time of the audition, who I made head director, Karusha Jones, she was talented, just signing people in. Tanya Jeter, who went on to become Michelet and Tammy Roman's, Tanya Jeter, her publicist, she went on to become so she took another dive in another direction. So she was the national director, Tanya Jeter. Okay, so they did a little whatever, but they wanted us to have concerts, fights, eat a lot. I'm telling you how it went down. I said, that's not me. I'm not selling myself out to offer me a lot of money. Nah, I want to do that, James. No, we don't want to do that. We want to keep it sisterhood. So when you say started, and how does that make me feel? This makes me feel amazing.
I know that's right.
These 3 women here to have a clean sweep under the direction of Mrs. Ross. Is simply something that's never been done.
They're one of one, they're the only one.
And you know what? To defend Mrs. Ross, she's only one individual. She has a big heart, and she tries to make sure everybody is good. Yeah. And you keep concentrating on everybody. She tried. And she did a great job. Everybody will be giving up their crown. Monica, and they were instrumental in their, in all the queens, in speaking to them, a bond. See, this is something they started, and I think we're going to continue that. Whereas the Plus Exquisite and USA Division speaks to all of them because they're coming from Michigan, Alabama, okay, Georgia, DMV area, okay, New Jersey, New York. All of this is happening November 11th and 12th. At the Georgia International Convention Center.
I know that's right. Put the
With their face and lights on the marquee.
Come on, like,
And it's going to be a magnificent pageant. I would love for everybody to attend because I am an African American woman and I did it.
Yeah.
Physically give up those crowns, but mentally and spiritually, those crowns will always be.
Right.
Yeah.
They're always gonna be queens.
And I'm seeking support.
You know what? This sisterhood means more to some than others.
Come on.
this sisterhood means more to some than others. Like, I could recall, there's quite a few sisters right now they're in their 60s, who resurfaced. And they're happy to be a part because we never left you, y'all left us, but now we have left you. Right. And you're never too old to be a queen, because we're all a queen. As we move into our 16 over division, that will be happening in 2023.
All right.
I love when,
Can I say something?
yes, you can.
I think that I want to have all of my directors come here.
Miss Lorraine, excuse me, Lorraine, you can't speak over there, you need to come and stand behind me. No, that's the law. We have,
It's not ready to discuss.
we have been talking about Miss Lorraine Coleman Ross here,
Lorraine.
Mrs. Ross here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are not gonna just stand up and give her pose like she was ready for war. Oh, I know she's ready. But let's just ask you a question. You were there in the moment. And I saw the video of you just crying and calling and just so happy for these ladies.
I was very excited. You know, I can't talk about these things without talking about the feeling I felt back in 2017 when we went to nationals and I literally lost my entire mind. When our then queen, you know, she tried so hard and she walked away last week. And then we came back in 2018, and that year, 2019, our queens came home with a very good plus and USA crown. So when we go back in 2020, with our three queens from 2019, Gabrielle, Ebony, and we had a conversation with those three queens who left in first round reps and second round reps. Their eyes told me that they was going home to stretch. When I tell you that they went home to say, this is ours. And Charmaine said, I need more walk time. You put in the time. You made time. Yeah, I was like, come on, man, I'm good, trust me, I'm good. And I'm like, girl, you want to drive me crazy? Right? And then you had Ebony who was like, I just want to get my talk right. I know I have other things to do. And you can talk about my great dress. I just want to make sure you pay for another lady. You know, and she did not. And she walked beautiful in it. It was racing. And so when they won, I knew the work behind the scene. And I know everybody had conversations in front of the scene and what we knew what they was talking about. But I knew it was something different. That was what happened. So yeah, I dropped some of my news. And yes, I had my arms open when she came up on the stage. She fell in my arms. Yes, when I saw them two hugging each other in the back, I went and grabbed all of them. When they had that moment in the stage where all three of them held each other, baby, I was like, I gotta go. Come on, let's go for a second. And they were so excited. I tell you, the job of life would not be able to And I'm like, you know, it's like one of those things, but it was for me is your voice was I love hard. I love really hard. And when I first started this, people told me that you put too much into it. You doing too much. And I said to them, this is me, my legacy again. This is who I am. And this is going to reflect who I am. And regardless of what's going on, I tell these girls, you're not going to like everybody. We all have it because we all family have it.
Family does have
And not only that, they disagree to agree. Okay, like, we just not gonna make it on this one. You know what I mean? And then Miss Teresa, you know, when she called me and said, hey, I heard somebody say that you'll be a good director. She ain't said, she talked about a situation that to this day I still deny. But you said you made 25 women come together and do the dance you wanted to do. And that's what that's what you said. I said, yeah, just gave a little bit of direction. You know what I mean? And it made it work. And I didn't win it. But it wasn't my crown. You know what I mean? My crown was the humble crown, the swimming, because I showed all of you. And then I came back to the director, and I would not change anyway. With the three of them, with all the girls that come after them, and the ones that came before them. So yeah, if it comes up, baby, I maybe I won't even show the cake.
I sit back and chuckle, I'm like, these women are something else. I hear it from my friend, my cut buddies, you know, they said, you really did it. You know, I said, yo, it was a thought, a cute little idea. I didn't know it was a cute little idea till the IRS told me. You know, it's a lot bigger behind it, but we're able to enhance whatever it is that you ladies have set forth in your life. Y'all know y'all are a winner winner chicken dinner.
They created a sisterhood with themselves, but they created a sisterhood with you.
Oh, yeah. I know. You know, there's nothing I won't do with these ladies. We call, we chat, we talk. We have our little face thing. We hang out, we go out, we have dinner, we have lunch. I'll even come down here and speak with them just because. You know why? Because this is a clean sweep right here, and our national queens right here are simply amazing.
Yes.
To have support like that is amazing, and I only can imagine this stemmed from probably childhood.
Yes, it does.
They like our
It's been from childhood, but the Miss Olympic USA brand is still growing. We will be in 4 more states within the next 2 years. We're going to pick that up on the states that left because I have to make this quick and short. I'm from Jersey, okay? New York, New Jersey, 15 minutes from Manhattan, whatever. I didn't know about the color barrier from down south. Colorism.
Colorism, yes.
Okay, colorism, and it touches my heart because when we have the melanin and the beautiful sisters that join our organization and they honey, that beauty exude, and they all spoke about colorism not being accepted in the schools. Now, I read about it, you know, I read about it, and I never experienced it, but other states, so when I go to other states, their platforms are sometimes different than other platforms. Okay, we have our domestic violence platform, we have our breast cancer, our cancer, whatever cancers people have platforms, but colorism, I don't get that from north states. I don't get that. I get that from the southern.
It is very rooted.
It's more than one contestant that speaks about.
It is very, I can tell you from experience going to school, being from the DMV, people say America. Of that name. But going to college in South Carolina, I experienced it.
Yeah.
Being on the lighter form of people telling me that, oh, you know you was in the house. You know you not black, because your nose turns red when it gets cold.
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally.
So that's what I want to say.
And it's deeply rooted in the South.
I just want to say our pageantry system enhances all the, it exudes nothing but beauty with all colors.
Yeah.
And all nationalities. And we welcome everybody. And we welcome all pigmentation. This does not stop with light skin lighting up a paper bag. And they still do stuff like this, it's just crazy.
Oh,
But I know this isn't about this. However, you ladies are amazing. And what I want us to do is to keep, and this goes for all you queens in the audience, just keep focus of that if you ever visit them, and just embrace that child that may not have been hugged. Or that may not have gotten the crown because they didn't want the blame with the kid that was darker than them. And it's just, racism is so prevalent in this world, and it's just sickening to me. And this sisterhood, and size has no barrier on beauty.
Neither does color.
Neither does color.
And that's what I was about to say.
Come on,
And
please.
neither does size.
No barrier of beauty.
And
Neither does color. Yes, I do.
You need a payment, ma'am. Yes, I do. Do I hear part two coming in the morning?
As we grow older in life, genres have changed, people have changed, the beef is gone, the phone with the long cord, social media has taken over, and because I have 1,000 likes, I'm automatically popular. So, I know where I fit in, I'm here for it, I'm here with these beautiful queens, looking amazing and just gorgeous. Look at all of this right here that's going to happen November 11th and 12th. And Monica, you are simply amazing, always hosting.
So before we end, y'all know I love my one-liners. Y'all know I love it. Okay. So I got one line from each of you, and I'm gonna start with Shirley. Together, we do it better. Yeah.
My one-liner is the same as it was when we talked last year. Do it scared. Everything that you want is on the other side of your feet.
Thank you, y'all. I want y'all to just be y'all biggest cheerleader.
Come on.
Myself, and my motto is size has no barrier on beauty.
All right. So don't forget, together we do it better. Do it scared, be your own cheerleader, and size has no barrier. Come on,
I
Thank you so much, everyone who is in the audience physically and who's out there on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, my clean, sweet, and CEO of this organization. Thank you so much for sharing with us today, as I know you all will continue in your journeys. And if you would like to be in the pageant, please seek your regional director or look to Miss Fulfinger USA for any questions you have. This has been a pleasure, and I thank you. I'm Monica the Curvy TV, your host. Love you guys. Bye.